my icon added?
No.
Okay.
God damn.
Welcome, friends, enemies, and those we haven't made our minds up yet. This is the Laughing Lich Corporation Epic Level Campaign, Level 22. And here we go. Before we get started, though, I do want to we're not sponsored in any way, but I just want to point out that the Negocios Infernalis Kickstarter is still going on. Super proud of them. They're already like $5,000 past their goal. So check it out. I put a short link in the on the page. So. Okay, so what are we doing? Yeah, so we finished up in the temple of the arcane goddess of this area of space, and learned some information, mostly that there are demigods vying for a new pantheon, and that we need to be, well, that's kind of the mission that Bhranti's been tasked with by the gods. And we came out of there to find the rangers and paladins from the city of Avalon. Or is Avalon what the old city was, and is there a different name for the Mesa Top city?
Yes, Seraphor is on the
right.
plateau, and Avalon is what is the old city is called.
Right,
yes.
The ruins below. Okay. So yeah, in Seraphor, so the paladins and rangers were there, and they were like, "Hey, how the fuck did you survive?" I was like, "Why do people keep asking us that? We're fucking badass." And so we kind of questioned them. We're all still very sus of Mommy Minotaur, and then Grendelkin baby showed up and killed a couple rangers. We huddled up and teleported the fuck out of there, opened up a tree for the majority of them to escape. However, Mommy Minotaur was grabbed by Grendelkin, still pretty sus, and run off into the forest. We got a general direction of where they're going because we had Archimedes follow for a while. But yeah, we were back down inside of the mines, got our payment of the stellarium, which was a sizable amount, and said, made some friends, said some goodbyes, went to the demiplane to sort of rest and chat for a bit. Diov decided not to turn Kaelor and Muad into goldfish. And I think that's pretty much it. We are, I think, headed to the ruined towers of the Astromancers because they had some information on how to work Stellarium, how to possibly enchant Stellarium, even though it has anti-magic properties. And also, I didn't share this, but I suppose as we were sort of sitting around resting, in the journal entries, they were talking about how the Astromancers were noticing some changes in the stars and were trying to figure out what the fuck that meant. And that was right before they were attacked by the agents of the evil gods of chaos. So that's right about where we're at. If I left anything out, please speak now or forever hold your peace.
That was one of the best recaps I have heard in a very long time.
Suck it, Ree.
Oh, wow.
Goddamn.
No thanks. And with that attitude, you won't be getting sucked in it for a long time now. So.
I almost just spit out my water. All right, so you guys wake up in Diov's tower, or his demiplane, and you are all fully rested, well taken care of. You have max HP. Kaelor, please update your HP, and you guys can go do whatever it is that you're planning on doing.
Can we spend a quick hour to re-summon my familiar?
Sure. There's no problem with that.
Because I remember she got squished real bad.
Well, maybe she deserved it. Roided up Tinkerbell.
What do you have against roided up Tinkerbell?
I don't know. I don't trust her.
It's my familiar.
That doesn't. I also don't really trust you, Madib. So.
There it is. Now that I can understand.
Sidetrack.
Jesse, while we're doing that, can I do like a history check at advantage, searching the vast libraries for any information on? Oh, God, I just had his fucking name right in front of me. Fucking goddamn, Balak Anatu.
Ah, yes, you may. Go ahead and do a religion check. With advantage, because you are in your very nice library.
Thank you for the resize, by the way.
You're welcome.
That was uncomfortable.
Okay, hold on. I actually might be able to do something other than religion because of a skill check. That doesn't say what I thought it said. Okay, fine. We'll do religion at advantage with that.
All right. With that 22, you are able to know that Balak Anatu is, in essence, the antithesis of Sapientia, demon god of knowledge, believes in taking knowledge and sequestering it away. In essence, Ogma Infinium, Ogma from Skyrim, but demon form, has a lot of minions that
More like
likes
a Vecna
to...
in this case.
Sure. And likes to send his minions to do his bidding, and plenty of minions to do so. Is less concerned about the whole devils and like angels thing, and more concerned about making sure that ancient knowledge is lost and never found.
So, because I since reading the journal entries, I've had this like question in my mind of like a demon god doesn't generally like jive with the idea of like magical growth of forestry and plants. Like those two ideas don't really jive in my head. So, given this,
And with that religion check, it also does not jive.
okay, so we know that there was Sapientia, we know that the Valakana too, but this seems like something more of a different god of this pantheon that may have, or not even a god. It could have just been like a cult or something. Something else caused the curse of this land.
Yeah, from what you understood about the journal entries, it sounds like these paladins and clerics and devotees of Sapientia, they were battling Balak Anatu well before any of this even happened. And it sounds like that the demon lord just took this as an opportunity to it was just a good opportunity for them to finally take over the temple and fight back.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, is everyone still prepared and ready to try and locate the Tower of the Astromancers?
Bhranti is not with you guys.
Sure.
Oh yeah, you stayed in the...
Should we maybe go get Bhranti?
Wait, where did you stay?
I stayed inside your thing.
Oh, you just didn't come out for breakfast?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, unless anybody has another idea, I suppose we should go get Bhranti.
All right. Kaelor, how do you respond? You're muted.
Sure, yes, the Astromancer. Let's go get Bhranti. I was totally, yeah.
Did you get into the ale house last night again?
No.
Just an unseen servant comes over and places 2 aspirin and a glass of water next to Caleb.
And a piece of toast.
Kaelor's thinking, I didn't get into the ale house. Now the black rum, that was a different story. But
I will get up and make my way to the living quarters.
All right. Knock on the door, I assume.
Yep.
Okay, the door kind of just slowly creaks open.
Bhranti, are you ready to go?
As you walk in, you see Bhranti standing looking at a mirror, which is already kind of odd to you because she's not incredibly vain. But you see normally her pretty chaste and covered body has she's got cleavage going on. She's like modified her outfit to be much more scantily clad, and normally her hair is pulled into like a tight braid and it's loose and free, and her normally all black eyes kind of meet yours, and you can quickly tell that her eyes look light blue.
The fuck?
did you just get a job as a barmaid?
A barmaid. Who are you again? You look familiar but different at the same time.
Kaelor from. Oh well. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm
Do you know who
great.
any of us are?
Yes. This one looks
Okay.
This one looks much younger than the last time I saw him, though.
Pointing at Diov.
Oh shit.
Diav's eyes flash blue as he detects magic on Bhranti. Is the general like aura of magic around Bhranti the same, or is it different?
That's for
Ah.
Bhranti to answer.
I would say it's definitely different.
Curiouser and curiouser. I thought something like this might happen when we reached a certain peak of crossing the weave, but well, this is interesting.
Anyway,
Why can I just picture like Diov and Spider just like furiously walking around Bronte, like just circling, like what the fuck is going on
yeah,
here?
I mean, you watch her. She's basically sitting in the mirror, and she's like adjusting her boobs to be as like aggressively in your face as possible, and she's putting on makeup, which you didn't really even know that Bhranti owned makeup, let alone actually
Where
wore
did
it.
you get that from?
A girl never shares her secrets, so I'm told. Morbius. So anyway, I'll be killing bad guys or whatever it is that you all do together.
Well, that depends. Can we trust you?
Probably not.
Check. Insight check.
Well, I think perhaps introducing yourself to the rest of these people might go a little bit of the way towards earning that trust.
Right. Bokash, hi, that's me. But most of my friends call me Bo, so you don't get to call me that.
Alrighty there, Bo.
I got you. She's away from the computer. Hold on.
I can hear.
He wanted the spell.
Oh, Bokosh, Bokash.
Bokosh. Sweet. Dankeschön.
Uh,
Have you had much chance to meet many Kalishtar, Spider?
do I look like someone who's had a lot of time to meet a bunch of people?
Well, don't you run a coliseum? I'm assuming you meet a lot of different types of people.
I retired from that the minute I had kids. You don't just get to, do whatever the fuck you want just because you want to. You have responsibilities, or at least some of us do.
Amen.
So,
So are
yeah,
your kids with us right now?
I may be able to use magic. But I'm not particularly. What's a Kalistar?
The Bhranti is a college star.
Okay, but realistically, Jesse, would Spider actually know what's going on?
No.
You've known Bronte for quite some time. You've heard the species as Kalistar been thrown out here and there, but you don't really know the backstory. Maybe give me a history check to see if you know what a Kalistar is and what they do.
I think
Nice.
Muad would know.
Wandip would definitely know with
Mhm.
his understanding of souls. Spider, you're pretty certain that you've heard about the Kalistar having two personalities or two souls in one being. You didn't know if it was like an actual thing or if people were just like kind of saying that. But yeah, this sounds like this could be the case that there are literally two souls within the body known as Bronte.
Huh. God, I actually and again, I'm gonna be circling her like just hand like finger on my chin, just kind of like sitting there like, oh God, I do remember she talked about this every once in a while. Blah 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 blah
Do
blah.
you like what you see?
So,
This isn't what I'm used to.
Oh, I can help you get used to it.
oh,
Honey, no.
so the bow is short
I'm
for boba.
married.
What are you saying,
God
Caleb? Sorry.
God.
Oh, so the bow so the bow is short for booba.
Yeah, there you go.
You're much more forward-facing than you've been previously, Bo. How is the new freedom treating you?
Mm. It'll be much better once you let me kill something. Shall we?
Mm.
I think she wants to kill a god.
Wait, did you relay recalling what a Kalistar is?
Just did. We said it was
Well,
like a
no, but I
species.
mean, like in character, did that get like relayed to us?
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
I don't think so. I don't think I would have said it out loud. Just kind of like, would have Bronte even have mentioned any of this, or would I just have left it be, like, let it be
Well,
and
I
just.
would say that Bhranti would have mentioned that she has a spirit that's attached to her, like all Kalistar do, but hers has never been good. Most Kalistar spirits that attach to Kalistar are like good aligned spirits, but the one that is attached to Bhranti has never really
Uh,
been.
I'm gonna whisper to Diov. So is this just like some normal soul magic thing, or is this like when my second uncle had to go to a facility across the sea because of the other people he was hearing in his head?
Closer to the first one. I will say that at the rate at which we are propelling toward and past the weave, nothing that we do is normal anymore. I turned to Bokosh and I'm like, I see that Bronte's well, one might call fool's errand of fucking goddamn, what's the word I'm looking for? Rehabilitating your soul doesn't seem to have made much progress.
Oh, but she has made some. I stopped killing babies for fun.
Wait. Were these drow babies?
Bo looks at you and goes, "Oh, darling, you are as dumb as you look." Bo is pretty clearly being sarcastic.
You're definitely not as dumb as you. You look
You're more.
way dumber.
But you know, she's been trying to keep me at bay for a while, but You guys almost got her killed yesterday, so she needs a soul break, which means it's my turn at the wheel. Plus, sometimes Bhranti can be a little sensitive. And there's a lot of weird happening here that I think might need a firmer hand.
Right, well,
Okay.
Beep boop.
shall we continue then?
Did
I
you
guess
just beep
so.
boop?
I think he boop beeped. Indeed.
Mod Dib sits there and makes R2D2 noises.
He
Where's
does
the
not want to be in this
screen?
room right now.
Yeah, as we're leaving, I'm just gonna put my hand on Bokush's elbow, and I'm just gonna whisper to him. What does Bokush identify as?
So you don't know.
Don't know. Okay.
And you guys have referred to her or them as her, so
Yeah.
they have not corrected you. So I don't think it
Um,
matters much to them.
I'm just gonna whisper to them off to the side, be like, I'm willing to entertain this as far as I can. However, if you put her at risk, I will find a way to tear you from her.
Ugh, Diov, lighten up, okay? Putting her at risk also puts me at risk, and I would never risk myself.
There's one thing we can count on is your massive ego. I should know.
Bo kind of just looks over at Mondib. So, Tin Man, do you speak? You smell interesting.
Beep boop.
Does the robot?
I am a golem. Beep boop.
Uh,
I have accidentally shut men down before, so not surprising.
yes, Mod, you while your attempts are flattering, Bokush has been with Bhranti since you've been here.
Shit. Okay.
They just have not been
Yeah.
able to communicate. It's more of like I'm just gonna do like a minor illusion in my hand of Bhranti, and then another little like ball of like black dark swirling darkness, sort of like swirling around her with a silver tether connected to her chest. Like,
Maudib knows what's going down. He was hoping that it wasn't, so
as he's
hoping there was a forgetfulness involved.
yes, they share a body, and part of that body is the brain.
Yeah.
Correct.
Should we get going?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Just figure we might want to we can have a discussion on the way. How about that?
All right.
Y'all want to have a talk with you.
Absolutely. Roll initiative. Everybody.
Mhm. Select your characters first. Select your characters
Why are
first.
we talking like a Dalek?
I don't know. Dalek.
Dialect.
Cybermen are only superior to Daleks in one way. What way is that? You are better at dying. Burn. You would destroy the Cybermen with 4 Daleks. We would destroy the Cybermen with 1 Dalek.
Oh my god, Mo. Yeah, cover that up. Jesus.
Our cat has the most rancid poos ever.
Okay, first off, he can't help it.
Oh, no.
He's got a sensitive tummy.
He also
Oh,
can't
poor
hear me,
baby.
though. You don't need to defend him.
Goodbye, Bhranti. Hello, Bokush.
Bo-Katan? Bosh-Katan?
Waiting on that last initiative.
Oh, sorry. I was like busy taking my. Perfect. Off to a great start.
Oof.
Well, let me sort it. So, Kaelor. Looks like we have a DC 20 skill challenge through the jungle. So, what are you doing to help us make our way through the jungle?
Okay. Are there any particular obstacles I should know of in said jungle?
Scary monsters, magically growing forests, choking vines, probably parasites that travel up your pee stream.
All right, I'm back.
We
Welcome
just
back.
started.
Excellent. Perfect timing.
Well, you and my cat decided to take a shit at the same time, so that was fun.
Gonna blow an O-ring, pop a lump.
So, guys, I know this is very difficult for you, but see, there's some important things I need to teach you about not being noticed. See the sticks? Don't step on them.
You mean do this?
And they're
Beautiful. Kaelor is teaching you all how to be stealthy.
Lovely.
All right. And let's see. And Spider, what do you do in order to progress your way through this dense jungle?
I'm gonna use my lovely blind sight. Well, what time of day is it?
It is actually very windy and rainy day. It's pretty damp and not very good. It's one of those days you don't want to get your socks wet.
I am
French
going
foot,
to.
everyone.
I was gonna say I'm going to do my best to, like, keep not in a medicine way, but just kind of try to keep the group going in survival mode, basically. Just looking out for, quicksand, venomous snakes, anything that might try to kill us,
All right, perception check.
that sort of thing.
Beautiful. All right, and Diov.
Let's see here. I think I'm going to how many successes are we looking for here?
It is always well, not always. 5 successes before 3 failures.
Okay. Can I forego my turn until after Bhranti? Because I want to use investigation to try and get into the tower.
Bhranti's not here right now.
Bokosh, sorry. I could do something else, but that was just the first thing that came to mind.
You're not at the tower right now, if that's what you're like. That we're focusing mostly on the jungle.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to. Yeah. I guess I'll just using cantrips. Just basically keep the jungle at bay. Anything that's sort of creeping and crawling toward us, choking vines or pricking thorns. Keep things at bay.
Arcana check.
Arcana.
Jeez.
Jesse's like, fail.
Did I mention the DC
45.
for Arcana was 40? Exactly. All right, Muad.
Okay. Self-perception, Arcana. Ooh, not a whole lot of options. I would like to use investigation to keep an eye out for vines that might be growing a little bit faster or more directly into the way of the party, and kind of let Diov know which ones might be a little bit more trouble.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go with it. All right, and Bo.
Oh, me?
Oh, me. Little old me.
I guess Bo will do survival, specifically checking to see if there are dangerous or deadly things in our path and making sure we're going the direction we need to be going.
Sure.
Oh!
Very
You
nice.
guys are 4 degrees off the path. It's kind of embarrassing.
With that, you guys make your way through. It is a long trek through the jungle. Nice and slow, but you guys go in a methodic sort of way that you are not likely to interact with much of the jungle. Diov keeps the growth at bay, while Muad observes what sort of growth there is to see in the area around you. Kaelor is very much teaching you all how to be quiet, especially saying shh a lot to Muad and Bhranti in their armor, and Spider as well. And Spider is just observing up ahead as far as she can. It's still pretty dense jungle, even with Diob's help. But you guys are able to make your way to a very secure location. As you are following the map that Kreshka has given you, you decide to take a quick rest at a particular location, and you notice some very odd-shaped rocks. And we're going to go right here. And we'll put you guys right up here in this corner. But these odd-shaped rocks, you take a moment to relax, and Spider, you stop them and just say, guys, don't move. And the rocks begin getting up and moving. You guys can see these very large creatures that have these rock-like backs that you didn't notice at first. But as they get up from, you assume, a nap, a slumber, or whatever, they begin moving in a herd away from you all. Luckily, you are not in their line of path, and they're moving on in a different direction. Is there anything you guys want to do before you move on?
I just want to watch them. They're so cool.
Something may have spooked them. Perhaps we should take a look around and keep an eye out.
It could have just been us, Diov.
Make
We're
a
not
perception
really
check again.
quiet.
We were terribly stealthy. Damn these old eyes.
Bokash and Spider and Diov, you guys don't notice anything. It's raining. It's a little bit loud because of the raining, just pitter-pattering on all the leaves around you. But as these things move away, you just kind of give a listen and a look. You don't see too much. So you feel like you're probably in the safe zone. I should mention that these creatures, as they walk by, they hit what looks to be a log that was on the floor, and to make it like move out of the way, they give it a good old tail club. And as they do, you feel the impact on your chest. Like the impact, you see like a ball of rain that like a concussion happen all around it. These things hit hard, and you feel like these things definitely are more, what do you call it, not natural in terms of nothing you've seen before in a beast. But they continue on without much of an issue. All right. Anything else before we move on?
As we're sort of all perched down in different spots, I'm gonna move over to Spider and say, "You wish to have a conversation with me?"
We're keeping an eye on Bo, right? Like, this just screams sketchy to me. I don't know about you.
I don't know about sketchy, but it's definitely
Well,
interesting.
it's not Bhranti. So we need to make sure Bhranti comes back.
Don't know that we have much control over that, but I understand and mirror your concerns.
Just, we can't let things happen to the body until Bhranti comes back, right?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, good. We're on the same page then. That's what I
Bo,
was
what
trying
is
to
your
imply.
passive?
Passive perception is 22. Passive insight is 29.
All right, I'm gonna need both of you guys to just make stealth checks and try to beat that 22.
Yeah, I'm not trying to beat their perception. I was trying to beat the Ankylosaurus. Keep it quiet for that.
Okay.
Beats it.
So, Spider, you're able to keep your voice down. Diov, you didn't reveal too much, but Bo, you did hear a little bit of what Diov was talking about, but you did not hear how Spider maybe doesn't trust you.
I'm sorry, I met you today.
I hope she doesn't trust me. I'd be disappointed in her.
Oh, the self-admitted baby killer? Yeah.
He was joking. I'm so sorry you guys aren't funny.
All right. You guys make your way through the jungle, and you're heading more southward. Every now and again, you can see a little bit through the canopy. It's really misty and such, but you aren't too close to Seraphor, the plateau. But every now and then, you can see just a little remnant of it. Um, Eventually, you make your way to a section of the jungle where a very large tower seems to emerge. This is obviously on a rainy day, not a sunny day, but this is the type of a tower that you see overgrown with lots of vines and other things, uh, and just very decrepit. But you have arrived at what you assume to be the location of the arcane astrologers of Avalon.
Are people supposed to be home right now?
Oh no, I assume that they would have all been long dead, unless there's some remnants like our friends down in the mines.
Well, let's go then.
As you approach the front section of the uh, tower, you can see that the door is very much blown open, either fallen off its hinges or was forced open. You are not sure, but you can gently peer inside if you so desire. What is the marching
What do
order?
What do you know about blown open?
Before we go in, I'm gonna use ghostly gaze to look through the walls.
Nice.
All right. As you look through the wall, give me a perception check just to see what you see. But this is the general gist.
I'm using my inspiration.
Got it.
I do not need to know. That fails. Also, what is the
Better.
saving throw I'm trying to beat?
What is the it's just like what you see inside, if you can see like more clearly. How many walls can you see through? Just one?
30 feet.
So can you see through like two walls if there were two walls?
Yes. I can see
Oh.
through solid objects to a range of 30 feet.
Also relevant to the pre-peaking, my 120 feet detecting magic is still active.
120 feet detect magic?
While you are incapacitated, you can detect presence of magic within 120 feet of you, including the school when applicable, and whether it is an epic or non-epic effect. It's from the epic
Got it.
meta magic overloads of the Archeon. I don't drop the levels unless I choose to when I do the rest.
Nice.
Got it. All right. As you peer inside, and as Kaelor also detects some magic, you do detect some magic on the far off table over here. Muad, as you look inside, you can see that this is a very tall tower that has been. Looks like it was barricaded. There are some crates here that seem to have been pushed out of the way. Lots of tables that are and chairs that are decrepit, just rotted away. But there is light, some sort of a perpetual magic that Kaelor is picking up as just a basic constant magic sort of lantern. You see a circular stairway that goes down and up, and you see a potion over here, or a vial of something over on this end of the table. Inside these crates and such look to be rotted remains of what you assume to be food, clothing, and maybe furniture.
Can I investigate the crates specifically to see if they were, they look like they're from the time and era of the tower, or they were brought here at some point after?
Investigation check. With that, you are very certain these are old crates that are probably from the time of the tower.
Okay. Well, doesn't look like we have any company. As far as I'm aware, pretty, even with the light in here, it's fairly dark. I don't know that there are footprints in the dust or anything like that, but doesn't look like anybody's currently holed up in here.
All in.
Did someone
It
put
was
on an
me. Hold
aura?
on one second.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Because I have Sacred Aura. The radius of the aura is granted by your paladin class, and the subclass feature is increased to 120 feet.
We don't need
Alright.
to put an aura on.
Okay, yeah, we can
Yeah.
I'll just turn it off so you guys just know.
Alright. As for Kaelor, you detect some hardcore magic downstairs and upstairs. These ceilings are floor to ceiling, probably like 20 feet, really, really high ceilings. Muad, with your see-through, you can see, how long does that last, by the way?
1 minute.
1 minute. I would say you already used it. You used it for the outside, and then as you walked in, it dissipated.
Who?
I forget what I was going to say. Oh, could I do? So first off, it was tall.
One more time.
How tall did it seem? Like, if it's 20-foot ceilings in here, is it 60 feet, 3 stories?
20, 40, 60, 80.
80 feet tall. Well, I mean, if there's any astrological equipment, one would assume that it would be up at the top, but there is also the downstairs, so... Did anybody have an idea, suggestion, or we flip a coin and go?
I sense very powerful magics above and below, so your guess is as good as mine.
Well, this place was barricaded and then subsequently broken into. If it's anything like the temple, going up would probably be safer first.
All right. Bogotosh,
I guess we have our heading.
Bogosh, I'm sure that there are babies upstairs if you'd like to go first.
Yes, I will take the lead and be your grand defender, as Bhranti always says. Bokash will go first and put their very sexy body in harm's way.
With the exception of the sexiness, is there any other physical changes in the eyes? Is there any physical changes to the body?
No, just the eyes, and she sexified Bhranti,
Nice.
Basically.
The eyes
Swapped-
and the attitude.
Swapped wisdom for
Correct.
charisma.
Yes, actually, yes.
All right, I will follow behind Bokash. Well, I guess I'll be behind Spider.
Right. As you guys make your way a little bit to the upper side, you can find. Oh, sorry, I was moving all of you. You smell the smell of lignin books, books that are very much rotting. But this is what looks to be a library. The stairs continue going upward. There are books strewn about all over the floors. You can see Bo, as you walk up, there is a skeleton underneath the table right here.
Investing the space, Oh, look, a dead person. How original. I will kind of just kick the decrepit table over to get a better look at the skeleton.
All right. As you push it over, the skeleton will seem to be wearing some sort of robes that are long since decayed, and you find a metal rod with some sort of like a what's it called, a nut, or like a I know, I knew you were gonna say that. It's like a metal rod, a flexible metal rod, with some sort of like a circular thing around a like 3/4 of the way up of it. It's probably at most 12 inches long.
Uh,
I work with a bunch of 5-year-olds.
yes, you do. Bo will pick it up and inspect it closely to see if it looks like magical in nature or anything of that.
It with your investigation, it's more of an Arcana check.
I think both Kaelor and I have detect magic.
Oh, I'm like, that's magical. Now
It
I'm
is
just
not
dumb.
magical. You are
Oh.
very certain it is not magical.
Okay. No, that's not magical. I mean, unless you count the feeling that it makes you have in that one spot magical.
Does it look like maybe an arcane focus, or does it look like it could be a key to something?
Yeah, go ahead and give me, I would say, an Arcana check. I think that would be the most appropriate here. With that, yep, go ahead.
Can somebody toss me his skull?
Why do you need his skull?
Because I can't cast Speak with the Dead. Speak with Dead at will.
Oh,
Nice.
throw him the skull.
Bo just kind of kicks the skull over to Metal Man.
Zoop.
Throw, not kick, Bo.
Muad kicks it up like a soccer ball.
Oh my god!
Acrobatics check.
Bo yo.
Y'all know that bones
I'm the
do
greatest
have
pally
a
ever.
point of fracture.
Nice.
Shockingly, Muad, you like do it behind you. One of those, what are they called, kickoffs, where you like flip it behind your back and it flies up and then you catch it.
Rainbow kick. He is
Rainbow
very well
kick, yeah.
practiced with kicking skulls.
Yeah.
All right, we got what is it? 5 questions? 3 questions? 5 questions.
5.
What do we want to ask?
How did you die?
How did you die? What's the rod?
What can I get my Arcana check before we ask him about the rod?
Yes.
With that Arcana check, you determine that this is some sort of a fine instrument of some sort. It's flexible, and the circular.
Come on, Jesse. Come on. You're just hitting it now.
As you hold the thicker part and you bend it and you release it, it goes. Brrrr, and the
Giant
tone
bullseye.
lasts a very long time. Is a
Did we just
fine-tuned
call
instrument.
something to us?
Does it affect the stellarium in my pocket?
No, it does not.
Okay.
All right, you asked the question.
Hang on. So, how'd you die? Do we still want to ask what the rod is?
Yes.
Well, what is it used for? I would.
Okay. What's the rod used for? And then we got 3 more to burn.
What's your favorite position?
Okay. And then if he doesn't answer how he died, what killed him, with how he died, what happened to the tower, and yeah, I guess we'll just go with the 4.
I was gonna say the only other thing is there anything we should look for while we're in here?
Yeah, that'll work. All right. Yoink.
All right, first one.
How did you die?
Starvation.
What is the purpose of this instrument? And Muad will point to the doodad. Rod.
A tuning fork for a ritual to perform on harmonics.
Harmonic rituals. Okay. What happened to the tower?
It was overrun by a jungle and beasts from unknown, potentially from the stars themselves.
Okay, what were the other two? If we had any important ones.
Is there anything in this tower that we should look for?
You asked that?
Yeah.
Yes.
The telescope needs to be cleaned and taken care of.
So a fucking nerd. Great.
How many people lived in this tower?
I mean,
Occasionally, 5 to 7, depending. But I believe there are 5 remaining.
what? Why don't we ask about why he starved to death? I mean, that seems kind of relevant.
I believe that is all 5.
That's all.
Yeah.
Five?
Yeah. But there's probably more skeletons.
Should we
Probably.
continue?
Diov, as you go through the books, there are a lot that are rotting. One book, however, very similar to the Sapientia, seems to be a wizard book that is resistant to like water damage and whatnot, and it is in very nice condition.
Yeah, I definitely just have been studying that while Maud's been questioning this person.
All right.
I'm gonna pocket his skull.
All right. I am
Ooh, what are
posting
you
it because
doing
I
with that?
didn't have a handout ready,
That's okay.
so it's on Discord.
Okay, thank you. And no magical auras in this room, I assume.
Let me double checking. No, not yet.
You putting it in the community chat or in private?
Right there.
Oh, okay.
You are welcome to read it out loud if you so desire.
Today the sun graced us with a new revelation, a breakthrough in our understanding of the mythical ore known as Stellarium. Our scholars, tirelessly dedicated to unraveling its secrets, have discovered the use of resonance magics to manipulate the ore. By harmonizing with the celestial energies inherent in Stellarium, we can shape and refine its properties in ways previously thought impossible. The resonance magics have unlocked a new realm of possibilities. With this knowledge, we can create even more wondrous enchantments, construct magical celestial resonators. And it just stops for that for a second and just under his breath says, dangerous statements, and bolster the city's defenses against any threat that may encroach upon our sacred realm. Avalon's future seems boundless, and our connection to the celestial realms through Stellarium fills us with a profound sense of purpose and wonder. As I inscribe these words, I can only imagine the magnificent discoveries that await us in the days and years to come.
The absolute irony of reading about the boundless future of a forgotten, crumbling empire.
You skip ahead a few pages and you come to the next big entry that catches your eye.
Bokush, on many things we don't, but on this I think we agree. Through meticulous craftsmanship and a profound understanding of resonance magics, we have succeeded in crafting an arcane focus for the celestial telescope atop our storied tower. This focus, a lens of pure stellarium, now adorns the telescope, enhancing its celestial capabilities in ways we had scarcely dreamed. When our astrologers peered through the telescope with the stellarium lens in place, they bore witness to an astonishing revelation. The night sky, once familiar in its arrangement of constellations, bore new stars and patterns previously unknown to our lore. These constellations, etched in the deep fabric of the cosmos, shimmered with otherworldly radiance. The implications of both are inspiring and humbling. It is our fervent belief that we have transcended the boundaries of the material plane, gazing into realms and planes of existence previously concealed from our understanding. These newfound constellations, we surmise, represent celestial landmarks in these otherworldly domains. The knowledge that we may be peering into other planes, realms, and dimensions fills our heart with wonder and curiosity. What secrets lie within these uncharted celestial vistas? what celestial beings or phenomenon await our discovery. As guardians of celestial wisdom, we pledge to tread carefully and explore these newfound mysteries with the utmost respect and reverence.
There's still a little bit longer if you would like to continue reading or move on.
Yeah, I'll just, again, take a break and say, I wonder if they saw something that didn't like them staring at it. Though meticulous craftsmanship and a profound understanding of resonance magics, true. We have succeeded in crafting an arcane... No.
I didn't type it in yet. Did you want me to?
Oh, shit, yeah. Sorry, yeah. I was like, I've
There
already
you go.
read all. The constellations in question, usually fixtures in the night sky, streak across the firmament in swift, erratic paths. It is as if they are fleeing some unseen force or racing towards a distant cosmic destination. The astrologers of Avalon have convened countless discussions and experiments to discern the significance of this phenomenon, but its true meaning remains elusive. Furthermore, another perplexing discovery has emerged during our celestial endeavors. We have identified a region of the night sky which appears utterly devoid of stars when observed through a standard telescope lens. However, when we employ the stellarium lens, a revelation unfolds. This particular section of the cosmos appears to be a gateway, a tear in the fabric of the night, leading to a plane of existence concealed from mortal eyes. In our relentless pursuit of knowledge, one of our own, Elarian Ciso, a brave astrologer, has volunteered for a daring experiment. Armed with the guidance of the stellarium lens, he has undertaken the perilous journey to shift planes and explore the mysteries of the shadowy void in the night sky. We have bid him farewell with hope and trepidation, for what he may discover in the otherworldly realm is shrouded in uncertainty. As we anxiously await his return, our resolve remains unwavering. He was able to send one message back to us in the short, stating the darkness is overwhelming, and that the plane should be named the Plane of Shadow.
All I did was go look at Kaelor.
So, what I'm gathering here is a bunch of nerds nerded too hard, and then probably went to a place they shouldn't have gone to, and then brought that thing back here.
So, wait. Are you saying that they did interdimensional peeking Tobbery, or they did interdimensional kidnapping?
I would say they went there and then something followed them back. That would be my guess.
Like a rash.
Right. I
He's
feel
not
more
wrong.
concerned about him.
The next few entries are relatively short, Diov.
Yeah, I think I'm reading those quietly to myself while everybody else is chatting.
All right. And then finally, the last entry, which is but a sentence long. Do you want me to send it in private?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool.
I'm getting some, like, logbook in the Mines of Moria feelings right
Hell yeah.
now. Oh, Jesse, you're hitting that nerve in my brain that I love to hit in these kind of things. All right. Well, shall we continue upwards?
We shall.
Yes. Okay, come train of people, shall we?
Okay. You guys move to the next section. This looks to be a decrepit old bedding area, some sort of a lodge. In the corner, you can see there is a backpack ready to go with some things still lying outside of it that are very rotted and decayed, but otherwise this is just a very much decrepit bedroom area. You can see some shining lights coming from up above. You feel like you're about to breach the observatory tower in the next level.
No skeletons or bodies appear.
No skeletons or bodies. There is a ping on your detect magic from the pack.
Oh, mage hand. Just tear off the rotting bits until I find what's inside.
Sure. You find what looks to be a ring, as well as 2 potions of greater healing, as well as another journal type, different from the one that you currently have.
Potion of greater healing to the 2 squishy boys who keep getting into trouble.
All right, 1 to Muad, 1 to Kaelor.
Actually, no. Mod doesn't get one because he has more HP than Spider now. I'll give one to Spider. Ring, I will mage hand into my robes until I can identify it,
Right.
and I will take the journal.
All right. As you quickly peer through the journal, it seems to be of a younger astrologer, one who was reading the accounts of Ilarion Sisso and was inspired by his journey. And this particular individual actually took one of Ilarion's old journals and has been writing in it. So at like half of it's like Ilarion Sisso, and then half of it's the new astrologer, and it kind of describes like, yeah, I'm gonna follow him. I can't wait to check out and see what he's doing. I'm preparing to go, and it's very obvious this astrologer never left.
Bright
As
That's right.
for
Bag.
say again.
I said bright-eyed and bushy tail.
Yep, exactly. In terms of the Ilarion Sisso entry that was of particular interest, one of the last ones in this particular journal, that the student, the young astrologer, was like circling and underlying things. You can read that if you so desire.
I'm just going a quick glance, see if there's anything in here.
The thing that points out the most to you are the spells that are in the ledger.
Oh, so there are spells in here as well.
Indeed, there are.
Yes, before we move any further, I would suggest that we are encroaching on domain that might be very intriguing to you, Kaelor, but that a certain risk is involved and a certain danger as well.
What kind of certain?
Well,
And do you mean certain as in specific, or as in it's 100% going to happen?
I'm just gonna pull out the other journal and flip to the last page and turn it around to the group, and all the last page says is, if you stare into the void stares back.
Is the
Told
void
you.
a critter?
I'm gonna
Expanding.
be AFK for like 1 minute.
Yeah, go
Alright.
spank a child.
They clearly brought something back. Oh, amateurs. Let's go.
Yes, it's very I will just say this: when I overloaded magic against that demon, something took notice. So there are things that we can affect on this plane that make other planes aware of our existence and possibly the threat or lack thereof that we portray to them. So something to be aware of. This planet, at least this very city, has already been through one calamity. Let us be careful not to begin another.
Lucky us.
Yeah. Is it like you said there are spells in here? Are they spells that I could copy given time?
Absolutely, if you have interest in them. I will give you at least the titles and
Sure. I mean, I don't think Kaelor or Moddib can learn spells from spellbook.
I think only wizards can. Bokash is already upstairs. Once Diov started giving the let's be careful thing, they just rolled their eyes and walked upstairs.
All right. So, really quick, I'm doing a lot of things. The spells in particular, the ones that catch your eye, Claws of Darkness, an evocation cantrip. It does 10 cold damage. It's a melee attack that reaches out and also grows with level. Shadow Armor, a reaction, uh, pulls you, it distorts reality. They have disadvantage, and you have resistance to radiant damage. Dark Bolt, it's a ranged spell attack, does some decent damage of cold damage, and does multiple rays, 3 rays specifically. And you make an attack roll for each ray. It is a second level evocation. Shadow Step, it is a concentration for up to 1 minute. It is 1 action, and you make a portal between 2 dark areas. Dark Well, which is 6th level necromancy. It's way too long for me to state. And Creeping Darkness, an 8th level conjuration. Again, very long, not reading it.
Cool. I will get with you on those, and then if Kaelor is interested in learning that stuff, we could hand wave that on one of our rests. We went through the magic required to cast.
Hand wave. Oh, there's going to be rolls. Kaelor is back. All right. Oh, did you miss all of that?
He did, yeah.
Yes, I did. Unfortunately, I don't.
All right.
I don't know what it is, but it sounds like it was pretty good.
Really quick, the spells that are found in the journal that Diov just picked up are known as Claws of Darkness, a cantrip, Shadow Armor, a level 1, Dark Bolt, a level 2, Shadow Step, a level 4, Blackwell, a level 6, and Creeping Darkness, a level 8 conjuration spell.
I like this guy's style.
All right. Bo is already walking up the stairs, and Bo, as you continue your pathway up the stairs, these are the things that you see. This is what you see. The clouds up here are starting to dissipate. You can start to see. It's been a while that you guys have been trekking through the jungle. It's getting close to dusk, so the night sky is just beginning to peer out. There's not much light yet coming through, but you are at the top of the tower. Let me move you so you can see my beautiful art that I made. Also, there is no telescope asset on Dungeon Draft, so that is a cup, as well as a couple of orbs, as well as a chandelier.
That's great.
And I think I did a pretty fucking good job
That's
doing
amazing,
that.
Yeah, beautiful job. However, there are telescopes on Dungeon Draft. You
That I
gave me
did
the
not find
files
them.
for them.
That I did not find them.
I'm like, you 100% gave me the files for them.
But you guys come up here, and you can see there's definitely a crack in the glass up above, leading to many shards as well as a body underneath the shards of glass. It is quiet up here. It smells of urea. That like what's it
Urea.
called?
The-
Urea, ammonia.
Uric acid.
The piss element that turns into ammonia.
It is. Yeah, it smells like
Yeah.
ammonia. Exactly.
Nobody drop any
also-
bleach.
Also great for your skin.
Oh god.
Bhranti?
Right.
Bad
What?
Bobash, what were you saying?
I said it's also great for your skin.
All right, pee on your skin.
Yeah, we have trees down here in Arizona that smell like cat piss. It's not fun.
Ugh.
I will just go up to the telescope and begin to press to digitate.
All right. As you pressure digitate, all of the dust and rust and whatnot just... And it looks gorgeous. It is a finely tuned instrument, and the gears that weren't turning now are very, very fine adjustments. It feels really good, Diov. Like, this is obviously someone's like little baby, and they took care of it. And you doing prestidigitation just removed a lot of like shit that was on it, and it works beautifully. You can tell that there is a section of the telescope right in the middle where there's some sort of device that would allow you to peer through. It is missing. You can still peer through it, but it looks like it is just a bare bones telescope, no additions to it.
So it's like it's missing the stellarium lens.
It is indeed.
Gotcha. detect magic in here? Anything shooting off magic besides the tell?
The pipe right here.
Does it look like a pipe of shadow figures or whatever I have?
It's the smoking pipe that allows you to make like really cool smokes.
Oh yeah, I have one of those.
Now you have
Oh.
another.
One of my wondrous items from our first campaign.
That's one of my favorites.
Can I have that?
Apparently.
Yeah, I didn't know that you smoked, Kaelor.
I do it for the S.
Well, I'll have to show you my tobacco room once we're back at the mansion.
As Kaelor, you step over there to go pick up the pipe, you can hear a clitter clattering on the roof above you. The light coming in left a large shadow for you all to not notice some creatures that were lurking up in the loft in the shadows. As you look up, you can see a creature swoop down and try to attack Kaelor. I'm going to need you all to roll initiative.
Cool.
Stellar.
Stellar Dactyl.
Yeah.
Oof.
Wow, I am so motivated.
Kaelor is
Jeez.
apparently very startled.
Muad can't be surprised. I don't know if that factors into this.
Got it. Good to know. So if there is a surprise round, you will not partake in it. Or I'm sorry, you will partake in it. Like if there's a surprise round, you will be a part of that round. In terms of if there was surprise, I mean, Kaelor was a little bit surprised. So anyway, let's do this, and then we also need 10. All right, beautiful. Cool. Bo, as this creature begins to swoop down, it's a relatively large bird, screaming of brilliant light. As it flaps its wings, the light coming off of it is pretty intense. It's radiant energy. What do you do when you see this creature swoop down at Kaelor?
Oh no, not our friend Kaelor. Bo is kind of seemingly excited just to fucking kill something. So I am gonna do one of these. And then I am going to put some smite into the longsword. I have to double check because okay, let me see. The extra damage, blah blah for level slot plus 1d8 for each spell slot higher than first. Yeah, okay. We're gonna oh, this is gonna be great. I'm going to put a third level spell slot, Divine Smite, into this.
All right.
So it's 2, 4.
Did you even roll to hit yet?
6. Yeah, no, I just needed to count what I was supposed to do.
Oh, is that a natural 20? Bummer.
Well, are we not flanking or no?
It's flying. I'll allow it. It'll be fun.
Okay. Does the radiant damage seem to do anything?
It is immune to radiant.
Okay. That's what I thought. And then I'm assuming it's not a fiend or undead.
It is a celestial beast.
Okay. Great. I will switch to. Well, no, I'm dual wielding. That's right. The first one, sorry, does hit. So let me take my Divine Smite. And because of who Bokash is, it is necrotic damage and not radiant.
Got it.
Is it immune to necrotic as well?
No, it is not. It is
Nice.
vulnerable, so it will take an extra die. So go ahead and roll an extra. What is that? D10, D6.
For what?
For vulnerability.
And because of my epic level, my Divine Smite are D12s.
Got it. And what type of damage is that? Necrotic?
Necrotic.
Add another D12 on top of that. And then
I'm not seeing any damage for your divine smite.
Oh, my GM roll is on my dice
Okay.
roller. My bad. Sorry.
yeah, I see
Okay.
general. Count it all up and let me know. Immune to radiant gets an extra damage die for necrotic. So you already rolled some of those.
Did the 20 hit?
The 20 will hit, yes.
Okay, great.
And that's 15, what, slashing or something?
Yes.
Cool. Go ahead and let me know what the damage is when you
I will.
tally that all up. The Stelladactyl is going to fly, and it's going to use its flyby ability, so it will not produce attack of opportunity upon it. And as it was going to attack Kaelor, it quickly swerves, changes direction, aims at Bo, is not happy that it just got critted on. And Bo, I'm going to need a dex save. As it opens its mouth, and a radiant beam of energy just explodes upon you. And you guys all see this blinding light affect Bo. I'm going to need a dex save whenever you get a chance.
Plus 17.
17?
And it's
And you
failed.
still failed. All right.
Is this
What
a
is...
magical effect?
It is a feature of the creature. What is your 227? That's what I see. There you go. Now we can see your
By the
bar.
way, 52 damage.
52 damage. Well, it just did almost double that. Minus 52. Beautiful. And radiant damage, half as much. Each creature, cool. All right, radiant beam. That was that, and then it's going to fly back way up into the perch. I'm going to put a blue thingy on it so that you know it's about 20 feet up, and it's perching there as it goes. Calls out into the night. All right, cool. That was that. And now, a quick layer action. Surrounding all creatures. So the Pterodactyl channels celestial energy into its surroundings. For the next round, all allied creatures within 30 feet gain advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. So it has an aura around it that is releasing some sort of a radiant energy, and all allies within 30 feet gain advantage in saving throws on spells and magical effects. Muad'Dib.
Okay. Would Muad'Dib recognize that call as more are probably going to come?
Potentially.
Okay. He's going to hold his action then.
Okay.
But magic. Roided out Tinkerbell is not. And I am going to need a con save. That was at 6th level, so one more D.
All right, Tinkerbell tries to blight. It resists. It's going to take half, which is
38.
what's that D8? 38.
Because it's necrotic.
Got it. That's right. Because it's what is it? It's 98, so you get 2 extra. So go ahead and roll 1 more. So that's 38 damage, and then roll another D8.
So it's cast at 6th level, but I can't do
Because
that.
you don't have 6 levels for the game.
Got it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just roll another
Should
D8.
be 2 more D8, right?
Oh, 2 more D8. Yeah, because it should be 10. All right, cool. So that is 42, 40... I can't do math. 7. 47 halved. Because it's saved. It's going to be 23. Cool.
Magic Tinkerbell's going over here.
And what are you holding your action for? What is it?
I am waiting till my next turn to see if more show up. So,
And what will you do?
9th level spell.
9th level spell, which is?
Psychic Scream.
All right, cool. As he just got hit, is going to use a legendary action to do a radiant wing attack. All creatures within 30 feet must make a con save or be blinded. As it opens its wings and flashes you all, everyone make a con save, please.
What's our aura bonus?
Bhranti, or Bo.
Oh, sorry. +7.
+7. All right, pass. Pass X +7, 4, 3. You passed. Pass. All right, everyone is not blinded. Tinkerbell?
Tinkerbell. Hang on. It's pulled up.
I like the idea that Tinkerbell's hiding behind Spider
Yeah,
right
Archimedes is dead.
Yeah.
Is it just blind? There's no damage.
No damage, just blinding, but you passed, so.
Is it an epic level spell?
It is not an epic level spell, no.
Okay. Okay. Yep. It uses my con. It uses my saving throws.
Cool. +7. You are blinded, Tinkerbell.
Hey, my owl is not blind.
All right.
No.
Diov.
Tinkerbell's at it. Yeah, it still fails.
All right, cool. Diov.
Oh, brother. Don't want to bust out the heavy stuff just yet. Since we are
Because there's
technically,
apparently a group coming.
yeah, technically, since we're down a healer, I'm gonna just do something here. I am going to cast one of my at-will spells, which is Life Tap, which auto updates to 5th level, and I'm going to enhance it to do max damage. So that is 5d10 plus 6, so 56 necrotic damage plus an extra d10 to that thing. Well, actually, it's doing max damage, so 66 necrotic damage to that guy, and then Bo gets 66 temporary hit.
All right.
Me?
Yep. I'm just going to sort of back down about halfway down the stairs to gain some cover.
All right. Sounds good. You get back down. I'm going to put a... I don't even know.
Why does Spider
How about-
have a sad... Oh, no, it's Tinkerbell. It has a sad...
I'm putting that on you.
Cool.
Yeah, Tinkerbell has it. All right, cool. So now it is... there is something going on as you guys are disturbing the area around this tower. This tower seems to be a focal point to something. Because Diov, you're the last one to go, roll a d20 for me, please. And tell me what it is, because I'm on a different
13.
page. 13. Ethereal phasing. You can pass through solid objects for 1 round. As you guys are looking around, Diov, you lean on one of the stairs and your hand goes right through it. Muad, you are pressed up against the wall and your shoulder goes into it. Kaelor, you are 1 foot is on the table right here and your foot goes right through it. You realize that, holy shit, something's going on. You can now pass through walls, depending on if you want to or not. Cool. Spider.
Okay. I'm going to panic for a second, because why can we go through floors and walls and... okay. I am going to go ahead and use my Javelin of Lightning. If I can get it to go. Nope, I need that. There we go.
26 will absolutely hit. That is 6 piercing
Okay.
and 15 lightning.
So would that... Okay, so would I throw it and then have to go and retrieve it and throw
I
it
believe
again?
the Javelin of Lightning is one of those things that returns to your hand after you throw it.
Oh, okay.
Double check, but I'm pretty sure. We can do it for this round and then double check it on your off round. Kaelor, start rolling. Anything else, Spider? You have 3 more attacks.
Yeah, it does. It does return to the hand once it reaches the target. Okay. Cool. Okay, we're gonna just keep going at it again.
Wham, wham, thank you, bam. All right, 28 hits, 7 and 16. Another 23 points of damage. Natural 1 misses, and a 20 gets hit. Cool. Anything else, Spider, as you just light it up with your javelin?
I will actually. I'm going to use. Can I use my? God, what is it? Where I had it? My menacing attack. Can I do? Oh shit. No, I can use this. Okay. Add 1 superiority dice to the total damage roll, and I need a wisdom save from this bad boy.
17
There's
Good.
your extra
Nice.
12 points.
is going to use
damage.
legendary resistance to resist that.
Oh, boo. I was gonna say it would be frightened of me then.
It is immune to frightened.
But it already uses legendary resistance, so ha.
That's true. All right, anything else, Spider?
Hey, Sister Wask, we will wab it.
I guess that's it.
All right, it's going to use 2 legendary actions to gain a +5 to its AC as it looks into the future, and its eyes glow a beautiful gold. Kaelor, you rolled for a, what is it, Ray of Sickness? 29 to hit. Absolutely hits. 22 poison damage. It is not immune to it. Minus 22. And it needs to make a con save. Uh, 20. It is immune to the poison conditioned, and it saved anyway. All right, you're muted in case you didn't know, Kaelor. Anything else you want to do?
Confer, that is it.
All right, are you doing anything with the knowledge that you can move through objects?
Get some cover, ball.
I will hide inside the telescope.
You guys watch as Kaelor gets as skinny as he can.
Your
and
motherfucking
like
ass
this-
is gonna get shunted out as soon as that changes.
Do you actually do that, Kaelor? Remember to hold down Alt to make your character go like there. Do you actually do that, Kaelor?
Yeah, you know what? I am going to actually do that, but Kaelor's not gonna go full dumb, so I'm going to do that after I use my umbral form. So
Is that a
will-
bonus action?
That is a bonus action.
Dope. All right, you are now Shadow.
I take 5 points of damage.
All right, anything else?
Alright, that is it.
Cool. We are at the top of the round. And we are with Bhranti. Bhranti, what are you doing?
She's chilling inside of Bokosh.
Right, that's right. I'm sorry.
You guys watch as you see just a creepy black aura start pouring around Bokosh. And I need this birdie guy. I need him to make, is it a wisdom save? Yes, a wisdom save.
Why did you just assume it's gender? It's a she?
My apologies.
22.
Unfortunately, that saved.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's okay. I am still a dreadlord. They're just not frightened of me. And then last me action, and then as me bonus action, I'ma attack the shit out of this thing.
It
with
is 20
my
feet
dread-
up.
Hey Jesse, do you ever like think about like just not being lame?
See that blue dot
Um,
on it?
Yeah. Okay. hear me out.
Hearing you out.
I do have thrown weapons, so hold on.
Go for it.
Because I have to double check because the Dreadlord's attack is like specific, and I don't know if it is 20th level. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a melee spell attack against the target. Is that what it is? Oh, it's if it's within my aura. Okay, so it is because it's 30 feet away from me. Or the aura for the Dreadlord is 30 feet. Yes.
All right.
So spell attack, darling.
24 will hit. Roll damage.
$50 necrotic damage. Bonus action, Dreadlord. Dreadlord was action. Do I have anything else? I don't think so. Just for the record, I do have a lot of auras up right now that are just like my natural auras. So, none of you guys can be frightened. And also, where the fuck? Yeah, the aura protection. While you guys are conscious, everyone gets a +7. Yeah, you guys can't be frightened with me. Okay, and that's it. Oh, I have a plus. Okay, never mind. Continue.
All right. And cool. So 25 points of damage.
Times 2 because it's necrotic.
Not times 2, but an extra D10. Roll a D10 for me, please.
Ooh.
Ooh, very nice.
I'll take it.
This creature swoops down and does a flyby against Bo, and is going to do a 20 and a 30 for a bite and a tail in against you.
Yeah.
All right. 28 plus 27, 55, I believe.
Okay.
You were gonna say?
I don't think it matters much, but I think with the Dreadlord form, if he relies on sight to attack, it has disadvantage.
It has
Yeah, it
true
does.
sight, if that matters. It does have true sight.
Um,
All right. Cool. The lair action that's going to do is the Stardac will use...
What?
Yep.
Sorry, hold on. What kind of damage is it?
Piercing and slashing.
Okay, I am resistant, so.
All right. Sounds good.
Do I not see your rolls to attack? I'm confused.
I rolled them up above, if that matters.
Oh, okay, before. Got it, I see.
Yep. All right. Cool. And now lair action. It uses its wings to create a protective barrier. It now has resistance to all damage types.
Okay.
Except for necrotic, apparently. All right, cool. Except for necrotic, and it lost its 25 to its AC. All right. And there's that. There's this. There's that. Cool. We are at Muad'Dib.
No one else has shown up, correct?
No one else has shown up. You're still concentrating on your 9th level spell. You can continue to concentrate on it so you don't lose it.
Can I change it?
So, according to the rules, no, but I will allow it.
It's still going to be 8th level, so it's just, knocking the power back a bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I need an intelligence save.
It is a bird type, but it doesn't have an intelligence saving throw. That's boring. Natural 20, come on.
Well,
Nope.
it gave you a 20.
Its intelligence and charisma score become 1. The creature cannot-
Resistance, please. Legendary resistance.
Okay, cool. Well, then in that case, it's disappearing.
In that case, your mom's a hoe.
Zoop.
Ignore
Hold
the
on,
second
baby.
one.
58
Hang
points of
on.
damage.
Yeah, 58. Psychic.
Minus 58 psychic. It is halved because it is resistant. So that was 29. There we go. All right, and it is popped out of existence for how long?
Till the end of my next turn.
Cool. Diov, there is currently no one here. What you doing?
Sorry, I was just trying to figure out some damage for Bo. So they took 55, so you took 23. Okay, so you still have a lot of temp HP left. We're just gonna go ahead and hit this motherfucker with another. It's like it's a free spell for me, and it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's a free spell, and it does necrotic. It's the best necrotic one I got. So we're gonna do life tap. Gonna auto cast at 5th level. Oh, that did not do the higher level damage. So we're gonna add. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, so that's 36 necrotic damage to it, and I will give Kaelor 36 temporary HP.
It is currently hurling through hell.
Oh! Well, I guess I won't
Yeah.
be doing that. Sorry, I missed that. I forgot
You can
that's-
hold that action for the next thing that flies through that window, which you hear little caws coming.
Little caws, caw.
Can we see it?
Not yet.
Okay.
Well, in that case, take that all back. I'm going to hold a 4th level spell for if one of these other things comes through the window.
All right, sounds great. You're holding that, and as you hold it, guess what happens? Zoop. Little tiny Celadactyls come through the window, fly in. Diov, go ahead and send it off.
Well, shit.
I also
that's-
need all 4 of them to make a wisdom save, please.
Unless they're
All
immune
right.
to frighten.
They are immune to frighten.
Yeah, I guess just choose one to give a charisma saving throw.
All right, charisma. Really their highest stat. Really, really, really good.
It's banished.
Zoop. Oh boy. Don't know what that was. All right, cool. So that is banished. I'll put that on there. And so as these creatures rush in, they are going to see probably Bhranti is the one that they see
No,
first.
Bronte's not here.
Bo, god damn it. So 3 of them. How about, 1, 2, 3 against Bo. As they flock to Bo and do a 24, 22, and 20.
Do these guys
Yes.
also have true sight?
These do not.
So they would
have
be at disadvantage.
All right,
Uh-huh.
cool. So 20, 14, and 20.
Yeah, mine is the 14 doesn't hit.
Cool, cool, cool. So that is 33 points of damage to Bo.
Half.
Bo, give me a d20, please. An 11. All right. At this point in time, you guys see something occurs far off in the distance. Kaelor, since you're in the telescope, you are able to see that something. You look through the lens and it kind of zooms in a little bit. Something just created a solar flare, and it just immediately comes towards you, and therefore all of you are slightly blinded for a moment. You all have disadvantage on range attacks for 1 round. Spider.
What if you cannot
Okay.
be blinded?
Then don't worry about it.
Sick.
10. And we're gonna use the great sword.
God damn. I was hoping for a natural 20 somewhere in there.
I was too.
Do you crit on a 20 or on a 19?
I don't think so.
All right, that's a champion thing. All right, cool. So 28, 34, nope, 44. I know how to do math. And 56 points of damage. Beauteous. Anything else, Spider?
And then I would like to use a menacing attack on one of those attacks for this little hooligan.
Sure.
So I need a wisdom saving throw. And
This is a -6, by the way. So 19.
19. It's not frightened. Nothing happens.
Does it take 7 points of damage or no?
Yes, that 7 points damage happens, but then I'm going to use my bonus action and do the I'm gonna do the Sentinel's stance for my epic class, and I need to make another attack. God damn it. Does an 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Okay, that then becomes 26
All right.
points of damage.
Beautiful. How would you like to kill it?
I'm going to just slice this rotisserie chicken out of the sky.
It is considered a raptor.
This rotisserie chicken is going to split in half, and then it's just gonna unceremoniously fall in two bits onto the floor. And Spider's just gonna kind of look at it like, really? Next.
All right, Kaelor.
Okay. So, I have an idea. It may not be the best idea in the world, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So these things seem to have an affinity.
Honestly, I just appreciate the honesty.
So these things seem to have an affinity for light. So I am going to try, because at the very least I'll get some of those pumped up sorcerer points out of this. My Well of Infinite Darkness.
Oh yeah. Calling a void of pure blackness to a point on the ground that you can see within range. The void of 15-foot square lasts for the duration, emits an aura of light power, and all sorts of light within the area immediately extinguish an entire range of light. Creatures, not friends or enemies, but all creatures within the area are heavily obscured and against all the visual senses. Cool. Everything is heavily obscured, so that is a +5 to everyone's AC. Cool. Anything else, Kaelor?
Yeah, so the 15-foot square, that's going to be centered on me and the Poyo to my, I guess if the top is the north, to the southwest of me. And, wait, am I trying here? Like,
I know how to do 15 feet.
There we go.
Yep.
Good job. Remind me to ask you how big 6 inches is later.
All right. Anything else, Kaelor?
That is it.
Cool. You are heavily obscured, and when this thing pops back into existence,
and I will take a step out of the telescope so I do not take more points of damage.
Sounds good. All right. And I should also mention that probably these creatures with their light wings, they begin to extinguish as the Well of Infinite Darkness sucks them in. Honestly, that's kind of their life essence. I think they're going to do damage, and I'm going to do some ad hoc damage here. So I'm going to roll some 5d10 on these little fuckers. And 28 points of damage to these guys.
Nice.
Just because, you are taking their life source of light.
My hunch paid off.
All right. Bo, it is your turn. Top of the round. Are you muted?
No. Does True Sight see through your darkness?
would-
As long as it's not visual based, it's my interpretation is that you would be able to see. So it just says heavily obscured with all visual stuff. And then the 15 feet is like black.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
Bo
Yeah.
has-
True Sight is in regular and magical.
Yeah, Bronte or Bo, you're fine.
Okay, great. So I can see. All right, great. We're gonna go right here, and we're gonna slice the top one and then the bottom one.
Go for it.
We're gonna try. Anyhow, we'll just a little smite, a little baby smite in it. It's gonna be a second level smite. We'll see how this goes. Go up. First one.
Having one? I'm not having the whole thing. I was getting a glass.
That is gonna hit. Slash
The top one says radiant, but it's necrotic because it's smite. But the
Alright.
bottom radiant one you can ignore.
All right, go ahead and roll another. Was that D6? 12. It's a D12.
A D12. Also, sorry, they, when I hit them with slashing damage, they lose 10 feet of movement. Where? They lose 10 feet of movement. Where is the stupid fucking the feet? I believe.
All the way at the bottom.
Yeah, sorry. So their speed is reduced by 10 feet. And I think that's it right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Another attack.
Yes, on the bottom one. Whenever you're ready, computer.
32. That's a lot of damage. All right,
20.
beautiful. 28, and I'm gonna keep that 8 again, so it's gonna be 36.
Nice.
All right, cool.
And then with my bonus action and my Dreadlord stuff, I am going to then use my Dreadlord attack on the mama.
Mama's
He
not
is
here.
not there.
It's within 30 feet of me.
It is
The
not
mama
bad.
is in hell.
Oh, it's been thrown. I see. Oh, that's right. It's been hurled through hell. Oh, is that another baby?
Banished.
Banished. Okay. Sorry. Then you know what? Fuck it. Fuck this one in particular. Does
Alright.
a 19 fit?
19 hits.
I think that's.
How would you like to kill it?
Yeah. I just slice through it, and you guys have seen Bhranti use this Holy Avenger longsword, but when Bo uses it, there's just something extra.
You mean it's got like a hair over its face and it's singing sad.
Correct.
All right. End of your turn. Anything else?
No, I think that's good.
All right, Muad, can it ready in action?
I don't know how well you can ready an action when hurling through all of the levels of hell.
Cool, we'll put a pin in it. Muad, it is your turn.
So there's only one itty bitty baby boy left, and the other one's banished. Tinkerbell's blinded. Can I help Tinkerbell as
See better.
familiar master? Kind of thing?
Medicine check. Dexterity, not dexterity. Medicine check, DC 23.
No, I don't mean cure the blindness. I mean like guide Tinkerbell. Be like, hey, over there.
She'd still have. I mean, if anything requires sight, she still has disadvantage.
Hmm.
But this also is a well of infinite darkness, so she would have disadvantage anyway.
Incorrect.
She has true sight.
I can see through magical darkness,
Very nice.
which is why I chose Muad once I realized Kaelor was in this.
You metagaming fuck. All right. Anything you want to do with Tinkerbell?
No. I'm just gonna hold. Yeah, gonna hold my action.
All right. At the end of your turn, this creature returns. Are you holding your action for it to return?
Yes.
All right. What do you do?
I need another con save.
Con save. 18
No dice.
is going to resist and use its last legendary resistance.
Yo.
47 half.
47 halved, another 24
It is
points.
necrotic damage. Is that 2 or 1?
If it's greater than 8, it is, so one more. And another 2 points of damage. Gorgeous. Anything else?
Hopes and prayers.
All right, at the end of your turn, is going to use 3 of its legendary actions. How is this going to interact with the well? This is very interesting, guys. This is an interesting dynamic. These
Technically, radiance and
Stelodactyl-
light are two different things.
Yeah. It releases a radiant explosion. All creatures within 60 feet of it must make a dexterity saving throw or take a lot of damage. Can you?
Okay, so everybody has a +7 and advantage.
Muad is fucked.
It's a +7 plus
Plus advantage.
it's 19. Okay, I'm using my D10 on this bad boy.
All right. Spider is still failing.
It was a 19, right?
23. If you got below a 23, you take 85 points of damage. If you got above a
Wait,
23,
oh wait. We had
Oof.
advantage, so barely passed it.
all right, you take half, which is 42 points of damage. Radiant
Okay.
damage, that is.
Good. My squishy ass needed that.
I gotta roll for Tinkerbell.
All right.
No, bye, Tinkerbell.
It's
Diov,
plus
I'm going to
7.
need a con save.
Yeah,
for
plus she
your
does get a
banishment.
they do get a +7 and they are at advantage.
Shit,
Cool,
I
they
just
do not
accidentally
take
deleted
damage.
myself. Sorry, hold
Oh no. Do you need it
Goodbye,
back?
Diov.
yeah, because I don't have access to his token for some reason.
Only the DM has access to Diov. As a reminder to you.
I don't know why I keep
Oh,
coming up with
God.
an aura. Cool. Minus, what was it, 87?
85.
Cute.
And con save, which I don't think you will make.
+7.
I have to roll in that
I
20. No. The banishment's done.
Banishment, little creature's back. Eep.
Beep, 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 beep.
All right, and that's that. Let's see. Now it is the little creature's turn. Little
Actually,
creature.
I think I was before the creature. I just deleted my.
Oh, good point. All right, cool. We will add your turn and put you at a 18. All right, go ahead, Diov.
All right, just gonna protect a little bit here. I'm going to life tap that little fucker, and then auto cast. I'm gonna cast that at 5th level, and then auto cast a 1st/5th level magic missile at it as well.
Go for it. Which one?
The one that unbanished.
Got it.
Nobody told you could come back here.
Sorry. Anyway, so we'll just.
Is it a saving throw?
Hold on. It's supposed to roll a fuck. Okay. Sorry. Hold on.
No worries. You can roll a d20 and we'll add your
Yeah, it's a
spellcasting
plus
modifier.
16s.
It's most
There we
likely
go.
going to hit.
That hits.
Yes.
35. All right, so 21, god damn it, 42 necrotic damage. I will give my good friend Bo the 42 temporary hit point, and then yeah, we'll do this. Just force damage.
Yeah,
How would you like to kill it?
As I transfer its life, there's like a purple ribbon that transfers over to Bo, and you see some of the wounds close up, and then I just throw my other hand forward, and 11 darts come out of it and just splatter it against.
All right. As it splatters, it is the little guy's turn, and the little guy is going to attack Bhranti, or Bo, sorry.
Okay.
I think
it's
you
all
should
right.
get 1 hit point for every time he does that.
5, 10, 15,
One level
20. It is going to be 30 feet out the window by this point with 22 points of damage to Bo.
Does it have like its escape feed or something? So it just
Yeah,
Flyby.
flyby.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep. And that is that. Spider, roll d20 for me, please.
Why?
Because I told you to.
16.
16.
Ugh.
Everyone has disadvantage on wisdom checks.
I mean, I already.
It's a straight roll, baby.
So, Spider,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
What?
There is a well of infinite darkness. You hear the screeching and cawings of one of the Stellodactyls, the last one, who is still barely alive. The other one is fleeing, and you feel like the Stellodactyl is also going to be fleeing in a moment.
I'm gonna go after the one I can see. Well, actually, no. Would blind fighting be able to? Blind sight can see into this, right?
Yeah.
Why is my thing so far off? 1 second. I am going to go ahead and once my page reloads
I
because it was
love that
acting
you have
funky.
blind sight as a fighter.
It helps.
It does
helps.
in this situation.
Yeah, yeah,
100%.
it's amazing.
You rush in. You take your swings, I assume.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try if I can do Javelin of Lightning, preferably.
All right,
Sounds
Kaelor
good, Peter.
and Bo,
What?
go ahead and do your attacks as well. Spider, go ahead and do your attacks, and we'll see if this does what we need to do to kill this thing. Otherwise, it's going to try to escape. Oh, yeah, you're throwing. Ooh, natural
Ooh,
20, very
nat.
nice. Spider, count all that up for me, please, and let me know
1
what it is at the
second.
end. Kaelor, start rolling, and Bo, you may start rolling as well.
Okay.
I
Oh,
have
Jesus.
the ruler. It's
Give me a
not
second, I got a
ruler.
calculator.
I got it for
But
you. if
Jeremy,
you want.
what did you say?
78,
There we go.
Nice.
84,
Oh.
92 damage from Spider.
92 damage from
natural-
Spider.
Thank
that
you for
natural
doing my
20.
job for me.
That first damage on the top says radiant, but it's really
Necrotic.
necrotic.
That's gonna kill it for sure.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on, guys. You guys, Spider, who is just like blindly throwing but can sense it. She knows she's hitting it. Bo,
got
do you have true
spidey
seeing
sense.
or anything?
Yeah, I also have blind sight.
You have blind sight. So again, you don't really see it, but you can sense it. You know that you're hitting it, and you do really good damage. Kaelor, you can see this shit, and so can Muad. Kaelor, you fucking go completely wide on your Ray of Sickness, but Spider and Bo don't know that you did, and at this point, this creature dies, and only Muad and Kaelor know that Kaelor just, like, completely whiffed it on his Ray of Sickness. Maybe you guys like do like a look at each other and you're wondering if Muad is going to tell others.
I just step up to the open window and I cast a life tap at that last one as it's fleeing.
Thank you. I was gonna say.
All right. And who do you give temporary hit points to?
I'll take the temporary.
Sounds good.
All right, I drop the well of infinite darkness.
All right. You drop the Well of Infinite Darkness, and the corpse of this creature lies on the ground.
Does it look like its scales are made out of the stellarium?
It is not. No, it looks like the
Oh, okay.
scales and the body itself is made out of like feathers, like similarly, but more golden and radiant. Very, very celestial-like.
I'm gonna pluck a few of them.
You pluck a few.
I mean, we do have to check below, but we have quite some time before we can properly use this telescope during the evening hours. Do we want to maybe spend some time, I don't know, harvesting the bits of this creature and see what might be useful?
Are we gonna eat it?
We could definitely try. I've never eaten
We
a
should try
celestial
it.
before.
We should try.
Are you okay with eating angels? Like, what the fuck?
Angel
We've killed a
lizards.
god, so
It's
I don't-
angel adjacent.
I don't like things that emit light.
Like, I don't normally eat human, but I probably eat monkey's brain.
I think that's probably a great way to get some sort of illness.
Quite popular in Cantonese cuisine.
How long does your Dread Darkness thingy last, Kaelor and Bo?
Oh, I'm done. It's like, I think it's 1 minute, basically.
Kaelor?
I believe it's an hour. Let me double check.
All right. And Diov, with your passive investigation, you notice that the skeleton under the glass right here very much has something on it. Some sort of device.
Ooh, a device.
I'll go over and mage hand off of some of the glass and rubble off of him and pull it. Does it look like the lens?
It is not the lens, no. It looks like this.
Oh, it looks like something else we'll have to question. Does it look like these also bend or snap or anything?
Indeed they do, and there are some
bend and
missing there are some missing places where you could put more of these rods into.
Does the dildo we found earlier look like it fits in?
It fits in perfectly.
Oh yeah, it does, Jesse. Say it's low.
It looks like there are 2 more spots that are missing.
And there's 4 more bodies, so...
Okay, so we need to find more rods from the sounding telescope cult.
Yep. Precisely. Sounding, I learned about that a few years into dating Rhiannon, and I was mortified.
I think it's 'cause we were at a sex shop, and you're
Yeah.
like, those are the skinniest dildos I've ever seen. And I was like, oh, sweet boy. Those are
God. There's one thing that gives me nightmares.
Yeah.
But yeah, Diov, you have this very interesting instrument.
Do you
What are
have
you
any
doing?
questions for this one, Mod?
I do not. Do you guys?
Well, we can always ask him later if we need any help setting the telescope up.
excuse me.
Might be interesting to also ask, what they think it was that drew these creatures to them, if it was just their use of the telescope, if there was something else.
Bhranti would like to grab the skull before Mon did can.
Well, too bad Bhranti's not
Or
here.
sorry, Bo is grabbing the skull before Mon did can.
-1 hit point.
No.
Tinkerbell would like to yoink that.
The
Right.
Like
skull?
what?
Roided
Yeah.
Tinkerbell with stripper Bhranti.
Yeah.
I cast Mud Wrestling.
Okay.
There's
Hold on,
definitely-
okay.
Right at Tinkerbell's gonna yoink it.
All right,
Okay.
athletics contest, I believe.
Athletics or sleight of hand?
I mean, I would allow either one.
Okay. Right at Tinkerbell's gonna become invisible and do that thing.
I have
and get advantage on
I
a sleight
have
of hand.
blind sight.
True
That
sight.
is true. So yeah, just a straight roll, sleight of hand or athletics, whichever you prefer.
Is your
Go ahead.
true sight only while you're in your dread?
No.
Nice.
16.
All right, Bo. Plus 11.
Jesus Christ.
I just take the skull and I use it as a bat and just like backhand Tinkerbell against the wall. Keep your rat to itself, please. My skull. I figured that she had Jabroki's voice.
Hey, oh, what the fuck?
Bronte, I'm gonna
Roll
need
through
a
hell.
save.
Well, I'm glad to eat strawberry.
Sorry. So write it out, Tinkerbell. Only listens to my commands, but they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Okay. Con save?
Yes. Oh, god damn. Nothing happens. It's a little chilly for a second.
I
Yeah,
just
PV.
smile at pointed out Tinkerbell.
Write it out, Tinkerbell. We'll remember this.
I hope you do. I actually Bo was just now thinking, God, I really hope that like if we have a long rest and I wake up and Bronte's back, then Broider out Tinkerbell takes it out on Bronte and she just has no idea why. She's like, what just happened?
All right. You guys collect the skull, and I assume you start heading downstairs.
To basement level 1.
All right. As you guys continue your way through the downstairs, you do recall, I think someone said we have so many bodies to find, but as you guys get to the first level, you do realize that there was a skeleton here that didn't have anything on them, but that was one of the bodies.
I check where a sounding rod would go.
Got it.
His skull. Sorry.
Anyway, you did hear Bo and maybe Spider, whoever had the highest passive perception. You did hear what sounded like running feet, quickly running out of the tower as you were descending. And you kind of paused for a moment, you listened, and it sounded like there was quite a few sets, maybe like 6 or 7 sets of feet heading out of the tower, and you wait, and it just pitter-patters away quietly.
Does it sound bipedal?
It does sound bipedal, yes.
Gonna send Tinkerbell after them, invisibly.
All right,
Or
perception
just
check,
find it.
Tinkerbell.
I gotta remember I have. Perception is wisdom?
Yes.
Okay. Then he uses mine.
I also like to have. Could I have Bo point me in the direction of the sound?
Does Bo oblige?
She sure does. Or they
Alright.
sure do.
I put my hand on her shoulder and I cast Dimension Door.
Oh boy. So you and Bo get transported into a section of the jungle, probably 150 feet away from the tower at most, and you're going straight towards the sounding of the feet, right?
Well, yeah, I would have tried to, with her perception of where they were moving, I would have tried to put us like 40 feet ahead of them, and then we would be heading back toward the tower to cut.
Okay, sounds good. As you cut them off, you notice that I'm gonna put these guys right here, and I'm gonna move you to at night. I'm gonna remove these little guys. Delete. Nope, didn't delete. Ah, DF, you got in my deletion zone. Get away.
Yeah, that's right.
It's okay. Delete, delete, delete. You guys are about 150 feet away in the tower. Diov and Bo are right here, and the things that you see are a group of raptors rushing towards you at this moment in time. They are very fast, and they are gaining upon you. What are you doing? They spot you.
The Stellarodactyls, what was their CR?
Very high, about 19 or 18, I believe. The little ones were like not high. They were like 5.
I'm gonna do something, but I have to do a quick search if you want to choose what you want to do, babe.
Bo, what are you doing? You see these raptors coming at you.
I got the power of God and anime on my side.
Anime.
What were the name of the armored dinosaurs we ran across again?
Epic Ankylosaurus.
Ankylosaurus?
I did not have a cool name for them yet.
Okay.
They didn't need one. They were
I-
just epic on their own.
As these creatures are running at us, I'm gonna let them get just within, like 20 feet of us, and then I am going to cast a blade barrier.
All right.
And they
Blade
need a
barrier?
dex save.
Is that for anything that comes in close to you, or is that anywhere?
Let's see. So I'm creating a vertical wall of whirling, razor-sharp blades made of magical energy. The wall appears within range and lasts up for the duration. You can make a straight wall up to 100 feet long, which is what I'm doing, 20 feet high and 5 feet thick, and I'm putting it like right in their direct path so they like run into it.
Got it. All right. As the first couple go right through, dexterity saves really fast. You realize that these creatures were heading out either to escape the tower or they are hunting. You're not sure which one. 3 of them pass through the blade barrier, taking one of them taking all the damage, the other one taking not so much damage. But you are pretty certain that these creatures, they are either hunting or escaping.
Being hunted. I'll keep it up for now.
All right, minus 33. And is that radiant damage as well?
Yes.
Cool. All right, Diov, are you doing anything?
Yeah. I'm going to cast True Polymorph.
All right.
And I'm going to turn into a Zaratan.
The massive fucking earth elemental thing?
Yep.
What?
Gargantuan Titan. It's a CR. Oh, no, sorry. I would. Okay. Well, we're just going to turn. I think a brass dragon is probably what I can turn into.
So you're
Wait,
doing
what?
it?
It's damn being over level 20. It's a lot harder to figure out what you can true polymorph and do. I'm going to turn into an
You keep on cutting out.
ancient brass dragon.
You guys watch as a massive ancient brass dragon erupts around Bo, and these velociraptors crap their pants, and they are quickly rushing away as you described. Do you obliterate them, or do you just scare them?
Well, can I have a couple of them make a con save?
Sure. (14, 16, 15, 19).
All the ones under 21, yeah, they all fall asleep.
They all fall
They all
asleep.
fall asleep. Sleep breath.
They all, as they're running away, they're so afraid, all of them fall asleep. They literally all fall asleep right there as the sleep breath just encompasses the entirety of the side of the forest. All the insects begin to quiet as they too fall asleep that are like all around here. You see a few birds like fall from the treetops, just.
I love that.
Bo just like looks up at you and goes, "Show off."
And the comet raptors are asleep. What are you doing?
I will lower my head down and say, unless you'd rather walk.
Ugh. I get on Diov, which is what he's wanted for a long time. Let me tell you.
The never-ending story.
I will jump down if he starts actually singing.
Muad, Kaelor, and Syder, you guys were like walking, and all of a sudden, Diov and Bo are just disappeared for whatever. You then peer out. There's probably like a crack in the wall of the tower, and you can see coming at you a massive, ancient brass dragon.
Rhiannon, you weren't talking.
You also see Bo riding
I
it.
will, yeah, I will stamp on the head and just wave in like a you know who this is kind of manner.
Okay.
Sleep breath.
I
I'm just
hate it
kidding.
when he does this.
Sleep breath.
Do it. Fucking do it.
Yeah, I could imagine that Syder's like, please let me get a good night's sleep. Sleep breath my ass. Are you serious?
I haven't slept
that a-
well in years.
Is that a threat? Let me sleep.
As we land, I will use the dragon's change shape option to turn myself back into Diov, but I'm still concentrating on True Polymorph.
Gotcha. You guys get back, and you are now back into the first floor, ready to go into the basement. Do you guys say anything to each other?
What was that?
What was what?
Like, what did you accomplish? What did you find?
I just thought there might be people that were stealing shit, but there was just a bunch of angry lizards.
Like the iguanas that you used to use as target practice back at home?
My daughter exaggerates that story.
That's funny.
Okay. Sure. We'll believe you.
All right. As you all descend slowly into the basement, you find a slew of nests that are indeed from the Cometoraptors. And you also find in front of you, or in the corner of the room, I'm going to show it.
That was Jesse setting them all out so he didn't have to do another fight.
Legitimately well, there was a reason for it, and I don't want to
Okay.
spoil it. There is reasons for it. And you see here a vault. It is, and you can tell that that some of the parts of this vault are made out of stellarium.
Cast knock on it.
It is a DC 45 if knock can do that. I believe knock is DC 30.
You choose a target that is held shut with an arcane lock. That spell is suppressed for 10 minutes.
It is not arcane locked.
Then it opens.
It's not in a mechanism that would work like that. And that's exactly what I'm saying. So there is no keyhole, there is no door handle, there is nothing of the sort. All you see is metal and stellarium on this massive, thick door of the vault.
I go, okay. I go up, I take my stick and I wrap the door a few times. How solid does it sound?
Quite solid. Lots of good echoing too.
Okay, we'll find out how solid.
There are 2 skeletons as well lying on the floor, sitting up, and I have some cool art for that.
Bones shouldn't do that.
So, should I disintegrate the door?
I don't
What?
know if you can.
What? This guy? Do you want to talk to him? As I go up to his
No.
ghost, like, hello, would you like to talk to me?
It doesn't move.
Like it can't move when I move its jaw.
Oh, sure, yes, you do.
Given that Stellarium has natural anti-magic abilities, I mean, you could try it, but I feel...
Sorry.
Oh, can you hear me now? Given that Stellarium has natural anti-magic properties,
Is there like
Try it.
Okay, before I go to that, is there like any like dial mechanism, keyhole, like any mechanical mechanism or cracks that I can see?
Negative.
Okay, we'll just do a quick
it's possible that's what the device that we found is for. Right, Jesse? This doesn't seem like this is the thing that fits inside the telescope.
Correct. There is nothing here that looks like it could fit inside the telescope. They are very intricately crafted, but they do not. They're not for the telescope that you can tell.
Are there any more sounding rods on the skeletons?
Indeed, there are. The last ones that you needed to fulfill this board of rods.
Perhaps we could ask them how to set up and use this instrument.
Okay. I don't. How do you set this up?
I'm talking about Maud Dib asking them.
Oh, I know. I'm just like filling the void.
Is Brad still here? Or did he go AFK? Oh, be right back. Cantrips if you.
Yeah, I'm back. I just got back.
He was pooping.
Maybe. I don't have to explain myself to you.
You're all out of breath. What's wrong?
Everybody's doing the
All right,
hardcore poops tonight.
I may have had too much lactose today.
Nice.
Oh no.
Yeah, not fun, but it's so worth it.
Yeah, I found out today that the reason lactose people can eat like Parmesan and Gouda is because like aged cheese doesn't have as much lactose in it.
Yep.
So,
Parmesan
Muad,
fiend.
what do you do?
What are we doing? What happened?
There is a skeleton here.
We have the final rods, and I believe that this device, when all the rods are properly placed and perhaps used, will open the door to the vault. But we don't have the exact knowledge on how that works. So I could attempt it and finagle it, but we could also just ask them.
Okay. How many questions are we asking? And what are they?
What is the correct placement of the rods in the device? How do we use the device to open the door, or the two primary?
Okay, I'll ask those 2 questions.
All right. The skeleton comes to life and explains that the rods are used for the device in a harmonic type fashion. You play the instrument. It is literally a tuning fork to hear music. You have to perform the ritual, which is, he describes it in a way that sounds ethereal and mystical, and if you perform it poorly, the Stellarium will react.
I think best bet for a performance would be either Bo or Kaelor.
Wait, so this thing's an instrument?
I'm gonna stick the skeleton head in my bag.
All right.
Or my chest cavity.
I'm still alive until you ask me 3 more questions.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't get. You're just a skull. You don't get rights.
I'll place the tuning forks into the proper spots.
All right.
And he explained, like, the ritual. We just have to do it right.
Indeed.
All right, Kaelor, Bo, which one of you is better at making music?
Performance?
6.
He is 6 good. I don't know what that means.
Oh, I've dabbled. I'm told I have a talent for seeming better than I actually am.
Right. I would be doubly as good as him then.
I'll hand the device over to Bo.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead and attempt it. The
Um,
DC.
I'm
Yep,
going
go
to
ahead.
use my historian ability. And I will use the help action to make a DC 15 intelligence history check. Nice. That gives you an additional. What's our proficiency is what 6? Yeah. So you get an additional +6 to your.
Right.
All right. 18. Is this with advantage or no?
It's +6.
The DC was 23. 24 it is. As you guys watch Bo play this instrument, the twanging and the humming that is coming from this instrument really lingers in the air for quite a long time, setting an eerie tone among all of you in this basement. As the tones finish their final notes, you can see that the solarium on the vault begin to morph and move very slowly, and then the bolts begin to rescend, leaving the door completely vulnerable on its hinges to just swing gently open as it swings only but a couple of inches open.
I would just like to point out I was also going poop while while this was taking place. And then
Tonight, guys.
I got everyone's got poop. I was thinking while I was on the toilet and we didn't figure out like the door chime open thing. I was like, what if Bo just went up to the crystal, put their mouth on it, and then just tried to like sing the highest note possible? that was like my first thought, but I'm glad that didn't happen because I have a feeling it would have been bad.
Detect magic as I peer in.
As you peer in, you can see that there is a table with several potions on said table, and, most importantly, a beautifully polished lens of stellarium.
Maud, perhaps it might be pertinent before we step in here to ask the head if there are any traps that we should be looking out for, as well as anything hidden within the vault.
I relay those questions to the skull.
There are no traps as long as you play the instrument right. And there are nothing hidden besides what is on the table, at least to my knowledge.
Cool. All right.
What is your favorite color? You had one question.
Purplish blue of the night sky that reminds me of just how many days I've spent looking up at the stars. It really brings out the emotion in me, this kind of melancholy.
Put it back in your chest. This is the last question I have before Tune to Eternity.
He just keeps on going.
I can do it again in 10 days. Keep in their heads.
I'll see you in 10 days.
Another question here, Jesse.
Yeah.
Are the raptor eggs all fertilized?
They do seem... Well, how would you know this? I guess do a nature check.
Semen on the egg.
It's not how it works. With that nature check, I mean, basic nature stuff.
Just
I
shine a
think
light
you-
on the other side of it.
Sure, you see there's something inside.
These might be worth something. I'll put the eggs into my bag.
Are you planning on sitting on those?
No, but it might be worth something back in Seraphor, or also might be worth studying. I will retrieve. We can retrieve all the stuff and bring it up to the top level to wait for nightfall. And in that time, we can take a short rest. We can harvest, and I can identify the potions and the ring from before.
All right. As you make your way all the way to the top of the tower with all the stuff, you all stop and listen as something emerges in your mind's ear. Hello, this is a corresponder from Seraphor. You're requested as soon as possible to return to Seraphor. We have direct orders from Jakarth, who would like to speak with you.
It doesn't count. He didn't say XOXO gossip girl.
Or that you can respond to this message. So I assume that it's just.
Nah.
Get there eventually.
Your mom's a hoe. I just said.
God.
I'm kidding.
All right. You guys make your way all the way to the top of the tower. Diov, you cast Identify. You're able to figure out that the ring is a ring of warmth. A kind of just a basic enchantment. The potions that you found in the pack, you've already disseminated to Syder and Kaelor. And then the other potion, one of the potions that was in the vault, is a potion of supreme healing. You also find 2 oils of slipperiness. What you assume to be... what you assume to be was used for lubrication for the actual telescope itself. However, could have uses in other aspects. And let's see, there was 3 other potions. The other 2 potions were potions of invisibility. And then the last potion is a potion of true sight. Lasts a minute. You all can take a short rest. Go ahead and start rolling your stuff for short rest. Click that button and get your hit dice going.
Yep, yep, yep.
I will use Arcane Recovery to regain a 2nd and a 9th level spells.
Sounds good.
I will also recover spell slot. I don't remember what mine's called. Though.
I will also do the same.
All right. Anything else you guys are going to do? I need survival checks for harvesting.
Okay.
I will do my help action thing again.
Will you roll a d20 for me? It's plus 11.
And then plus 6 on top of that. So 28.
All right, 28. I would say that you definitely get stellar dactyl parts. As for what those parts are, I do not know yet, but you could just put those in your notes and let me know what you want to do with them maybe during this week. All right, what else are you guys planning on doing?
Hang out.
Sorry, I'm
enjoy.
writing stuff in inventory.
Not a problem. Kaelor, are you peering over those spells that Diov was mentioning to you?
I did not quite realize I was an inheritor of those. If I'm getting those handed over, I would like I can start peering over them right now. Also, they were scrolls, correct?
They are not scrolls. They are in a book, and it describes how to cast them. Diov said that he would help you learn those spells so that they can be part of your repertoire.
Okay, I
because
didn't know.
sorcerers can't read.
Yes, because I was like, I like, 'cause I assumed it was scrolls or a spell book, and I'm like, well, sorcerer is big dumb, no ready.
But yeah, possibly with Diav's help and a couple of rolls, you might be able to learn these spells.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
in the meantime, the clouds from the rain dissipate, and now you can see a beautiful night sky. A few branches are in the way from the canopy, but otherwise, you can see quite the majority of the night sky.
Potion 2. Oh god, everybody's sorry. I'm gonna hold on to it myself.
Muad, what are you doing at this time?
Just chilling. Waiting. I have
Spider?
nothing.
Same.
Bo just
Hanging out,
starts
enjoying the
close-
view from the tower.
Okay. Bo just starts getting closer and closer to Muad and just starts kind of kicking little loose pebbles at him as they clink off of him.
Stop that. Very expensive skin.
I know. Souls are worth a lot, aren't they, Muad? Clink, clink.
I'm very unsure how to answer that.
Well, you're the soul guy, aren't you?
What's it to you?
Well, you know, extracting souls. I'm a soul that could be extracted, perhaps freed.
I'm listening.
Just, you know, just a thought. Just a thought. Who is your patron, anyway? I need to know before I start making deals.
I have carte blanche, so to say.
Can I insight that on it?
You can do whatever you want. That was so hot.
That was beautiful.
And that's either...
Damn. Deception or
Deception.
persuasion, and you can
You
GM
can
roll
hide
it
it.
if you want. Yeah. Okay.
It's fine.
Okay,
You tell he's telling the truth.
good to know. When we rest tonight and I wake up and I am not Bhranti, you say nothing to her. Do you hear me?
Sure.
You hear Diov
Whatever
sneeze
you
in the
say.
corner. Diov, are you doing anything right now?
After I've patched my wounds, I will insert the lens, press to digitate it, insert it into the telescope.
All right. As you do, you begin peering into the night sky, and it is quite beautiful. If you did this before putting in the stellarium, you would have seen certain constellations here and there, but after putting in the stellarium lens, it just illuminates so many more stars, and the clarity is just beautiful. Is there anything in particular you are looking for?
This might be a little weird. The constellations that were on our friend's clothing,
Sure.
were all of their people wearing the same constellations? Like, was it a constellation dedicated to the chick goddess?
Sapientia?
Yeah.
No. They were different gods. The Kreshka was wearing a crown-like constellation, which is generally that has to do with Sapientia because the crown is worn on the head, and the head has knowledge, etc. But others, on theirs, they have these little droplets of stellarium that make constellations. They are of different constellations. Don't have them in my notes right now, but I will get them to you if you
Let
would
me-
like to know them.
Can I see if I can suss out where the crown constellation is and train the telescope on?
Investigation check. Oh, hot damn. As you peer into
You
the
know
night
everything.
sky, you spend a couple of hours kind of like just scanning here and there, but you're focusing. You are really focusing on exactly what you were looking for. And as you do, you line it and you're like, that looks exactly like what Kreshka had on his clothing. And as you peer in a little closer, it seems like there are other minor stars in the background of this crown, appearing to they're just minor. They're not part of the constellation. You can tell that. But they are in the background. If you take out the stellarium, they disappear. If you put on the stellarium, you can see the crown with the minor stars that are
they like integrated into the constellation, or are they are just generally around the?
All right, pause. I'm gonna draw some stuff. Freehand this bish. So. Damn, guys, I'm good. All right, so you got point
Yeah,
here,
you
point
are.
here, point there, point there, point there, point there for the different stars.
Sapientia, the queen of adventure time.
And then you see a star right there, a star right there, a star right there, a star right there, interspersed within and around the crown.
I swear to God, we're in
Not
a fucking
visible
duel.
without the stellarium.
So, is there any like focusing or additional magnification like lenses that can drop into place?
No, you are at the max zoom in.
I'm gonna jump to some logical conclusions. You tell me if I need a roll or if these make sense.
Sure.
Now, given what we know, does this seem like these are like offshoots of Sapientia's domain? Like I'm gazing into her area of the celestial domain, or would it be logical to assume that these are parts of the threat that she spoke of that are encroaching on the different gods' domains? That these other planes that we're seeing are the celestial planes of the battling pantheon that are coming.
Religion check DC 20.
Can I ask this question out loud to my friends?
Yeah.
Bokash kind of looks at you. Yeah, sorry, friend. Religion's Bhranti's thing? Not really mine.
Bummer.
Very helpful. All right, I guess I can roll it myself unless
Yeah,
anybody's
I'm
got
not-
a better +6.
Or the
Nope.
+4 as Bokash.
+1, baby.
Oh,
Hey!
Very nice.
You are decently certain that these are the domains of Sapientia. They are not the overtaking of something else. You assume that they are the domains of Sapientia.
cool. All right.
See, I was kind of on this like thought process that it was like the Underdark. Like, so the opposite of her is those dots, and it's like the evil god.
Can I train my eye on the void?
With that 36, hell yeah, you can. With the Solarium or without?
Hold on.
Diov, are you doing something stupid?
Diav's not doing something stupid. He rolled high enough to know better. Cool. Yeah. This is I think for a different time under more protected circumstances. I think we'll leave that alone. just using that 36, looking around the night sky, other than Sapientia and some other cool stuff. Anything interesting catch my eye? Avoiding the
Avoiding the void. Nothing else catches your eye that's out of the ordinary. You recall that in the journals they were talking about something moving in the celestial sky that was noticeable. You do not notice any such thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, do we want to make our way back to Seraphor? Is there anything else out in the jungle you wish to peruse? We got some more information and perhaps even some of the entries in these journals might be of use to a smithy.
Honestly, I'm good. We can go and share the information. I'd like
Oh.
to sleep in an actual bed.
Quick cue. Why would we share the information?
I mean,
Trade for resources and money and help.
And
what
beds.
Diov said.
Yes, we don't give anything away, Boga.
Okay. Right.
I would like to circle us around the telescope, and I would like to first transport us to the library and bring the telescope with us.
The library in your tower?
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. You zoop, grab it and bring it, and you move it very carefully.
Yep, and I will deposit the Stellarium lens there, and then I will teleport us back to Seraphor. The same landing pad that we landed with when we first entered.
All right. And as you guys land at Seraphor on the landing pad, I think that is a wonderful place for us to end for tonight.
Dun dun dun.
As you guys re-enter Seraphor and explore what there is to see. That is where
All
we'll
that
pick
Jesse set us up for us 2 levels ago.
Kinda, yeah, actually. Was not expecting you to go into the jungle, and I was like, oh, fuck, I guess we're doing this.
I don't think we were either, if that's any consolation.
Big, scary place that all these really powerful creatures are in, and other powerful creatures will tell you not to go. We go there.
It's
Yeah.
what we do.
It's so much fun. This is, of course, my first major homebrew where I'm literally scrapping everything together from the bare bones. And it's fun. I love it. I don't know what's gonna happen next. It's just I I get homework to do.
I love homebrewing for that reason.
That was fun. And you definitely did a better naming job of the creatures than Aaron, who has a habit of whenever he doesn't know what a dinosaur is called, he will just say Murmurasaurus.
A Murmurasaurus?
Yeah,
No,
it's
A Mumblesaurus.
It's a Mumblesaurus.
Who's Aaron? Sorry.
That is the 4-year-old you heard earlier.
Gotcha. I thought it was another DM that you were cheating on with us or something.
Yeah, you're
I guess that's acceptable.
The nerve of you.
Are all
23?
level 23.
Hell yeah!
Oh, yeah.
I did not think that was gonna work.
Well, it's 10:13 over here, and I'm like, come on, hurry up, let's get through this.
I know I can feel you, Faith.
But you guys go ahead and level up. I believe you have an increase in your proficiency bonus, so you're going to add a feat. I think I already designed a feat, but just in case I haven't. Yeah. So click on that feat, and it'll give you a bonus, proficiency bonus of 7. Make sure you add all your crap. And then Kaelor, message me. I'm going to message you. You message me too. Is Discord better or texting better for you?
Texting is better because I've been having issues with the Discord app.
Cool. I have some things like those spells for you to learn, and Diov, we're gonna do some rolls as well.
Cool.
We'll go through that. But yeah, get all your stuff in order for next week and learn it all by next week. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
Sounds good.
I have one quick question.
Yes.
Are there toasters
No.
Okay.
Or maybe there are, but it's like a brick oven. If
I
that
didn't
matters.
have any questions, but now since Madib asked that question, I have a question.
Yeah.
Essie will
So,
know the answer to this question
So-
at some point.
previously, it was mentioned to me that there is a way to add the epic spells, 9th level spells, but I cannot figure out how to make D&D Beyond let me add more spells.
Cool.
I had
will.
to do it on Roll20 to be honest. For
If you're talking spell slots, yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, well, 'cause I mean, I tried adding spell slots, and then I tried just like adding it as like known spell, and
You have to
I
make
can't-
it won't
sure
let
that
you.
you have it as a sorcerer available spell when you create the spell, and then you should
Yeah.
be able to add it as a spell at that point.
I did. It's still grayed out.
So the way that I do it is I make an item, a magic item with charges, and those charges are your spell slots for epic spells. And then you make those spells, you add those spells to the item. Those spells now show up as 9th level spells on your spell list, and then when you click it, it will do
So
the
I
charges.
so I do
I
the
mean this
custom
so
spells
respectfully.
and then the
How
epic
do people
item.
prefer? How do people prefer it? Prefer D&D Beyond when Roll20, all you do is create spell, and you can create the spell. You don't have to do all these weird loopholes.
I don't know. I feel like Roll20 is clunky, but that's just me. What were you saying, Kaelor?
Okay, so I just create the item and then I create the okay. No, I mean honestly, I get it because like okay, like D&D Beyond is infinitely more clunky, but you have so much stuff preloaded that it makes up for it. Honestly.
Yeah, that's why I like it. And once you learn the clunkiness, it's not that bad.
Like honestly, like if you ever like use like some jank ass commercial like software for some random industry and you're like, how the fuck is this professional standard? That's why. Like
I gotta be honest, this just sounds like an exorbitant amount of cope. Because I don't understand what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Well, no.
Roll20 is vastly superior when it comes to character creation, simply because you can edit your sheet directly. You can hit the cog and edit directly.
Exactly. Like what I'm saying is that the reason that most of these kinds of systems are more popular is because they are more integrated and have more like support and like other like little add-ons and things built up. Even though at the base level they're the inherently shittier software. Like that's the case for like most commercial software. Is they're like, yes, this is obviously shitter than this new idea someone else came up with, but it works with all the tools we created, so we keep using it even though it's horrible.
All right. Well, if you guys want to listen to us debate which software is better, please join us on our Discord.
I
We
totally forgot
appreciate
we're
you.
still on. I was about to walk away. I got a third epic spell though, so epic spell slot. So we'll have some fun.
All right. Thank you all very much. Please like and subscribe, and good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.